talking to you about my top list of Dust-like games coming out in 2024. Let's do this! Now, for those of you who don't know, Dust and Elysian Tale is the game that I come from. It's a super cool indie game that came out back in 2013. You play as a mysterious hero named Dust, who tries to regain his lost memories while fighting bad guys and saving the world. Of course, he couldn't do it all without his beloved sidekick, me. There's tons of super cool gameplay, hand-drawn art and animation, side quests, and amazing voice acting. If you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend it. You can get it for a pretty reasonable price on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, or the Switch. Anywho, tons of people have played Dust all the way through and then been like, wait a minute, I want more! Myself included. And because there's no Dust 2 or anything, I did a bit of digging to see what else I could find. And you wouldn't believe the amount of awesome indie games that are coming out this year. So, after lots of careful choosing and research, here's my list of top 8 indie games coming out this year that remind me of Dust and Elysian Tale. Whew. First up, we have Standalone, an indie game developed by Lifuel. Just like Dust, it's a 2D platformer with sword fighting, leveling up, and a hero with memory loss. You play as a robot shepherd who lost his flock and was transformed into a sheep. Travel through a dystopian sci-fi world as you fight off a horde of, you guessed it, wolves! Will you be able to defeat the evil Dr. Wolf? Keep an eye out for that release date. As of this video, it hasn't been announced yet, but right now you can find the free demo version on Steam. Number 2, we have Simon the Sorcerer Origins, an indie game developed by Small Thing Studios. This one is part of a series of Simon the Sorcerer games. But don't worry, you don't need to know the story to play this one, because it's a prequel to the first game that came out in 1993. Enter a beautifully hand-drawn 2D world where you play as Simon, a regular teenage boy who suddenly finds himself thrusted into a magical point-and-click adventure. Solve puzzles, learn powerful spells, and break the fourth wall, all while you laugh at hilarious dialogue of countless original characters. As of this video, the exact release date has yet to be announced. But be ready because it's coming out soon to PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Number 3, we have Venture to the Vile, an indie game developed by Studio Cut to Bits. Have you ever wished that your arm could turn into a super cool sword and that you could use it to fight monsters? Well, now you can, in this awesome 2D platformer game. Of course, you may lose a bit of your own humanity in the process, but it'll be worth it to save your best friend Ella, who has probably been kidnapped by an evil creature called the Vile, which has been taking over your entire town. Yeah, you could say this game's a bit of an adventure. And it's one that's coming out to Steam on May 7th. Hey, that's really soon. But if you can't even wait that long, the free demo is available right now. Number 4, I'm really excited about. And if you're a classic animated movie fan, I think you'll like it too. It's an indie game called By Sweet Carole, made by Chris Darrell and developed by Little Sewing Machine and Mean Grip Studios. You play as Lana, a girl who's staying at a nasty orphanage with scary secrets. After your friend Carole goes missing, it's up to you to find out what happened to her and possibly save an entire magical world from the evil clutches of the terrifying Mr. Kin. As you might have guessed, this entire game is hand-drawn, and just look at it! It's beautiful! It's got tons of animated sequences and gorgeous scenery that will just make your jaw drop! Not to mention a great story and gameplay. Be warned though, this is a horror game, so it's not for the faint of heart. But did I mention that you could turn into an adorable bunny rabbit? The release date for By Sweet Carole hasn't been announced, but it will be available this year on PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. And personally, I can hardly wait! Number 5 is Mira and the Legend of the Djinns, an indie game developed by Little Night Games. It's an ultra-cool 2D platformer adventure inspired by Moroccan culture. You play as Yuba. your average treasure hunter who ends up discovering Mira, a powerful djinn who has lost her memories. Together, you team up and explore a ruined world while you level up, find ancient artifacts, beat up bad guys, and ultimately unlock the secrets of Mira's past. The official version of this game is said to be released sometime within the second quarter of this year, so keep an eye on that Steam page because it's coming real soon. Number 6 on the list is Symphonia, an indie game developed by Sunny Peak. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little tired of all the violence in today's adventure games. Lucky for us, this one has no violence at all. Instead, you save the world with the power of music! Play as a mysterious violinist in this gorgeous, hand-drawn 2D platformer as you listen to masterpieces composed by Oliver Essman and recorded by the Paris Scoring Orchestra. In the land of Symphonia, music is the power of life itself, and it's up to you and your magical violin to recruit musicians, solve puzzles, power complex machinery, and restore life to the world. Don't you love how pretty this game is? As of this video, the official release date hasn't been announced yet, but you can look forward to it being available pretty soon on Steam and certain consoles, which also haven't been announced. Number 7 on our list, we have 9 Souls, an indie game developed by Red Candle Games. You play as Yi, an ancient sword-wielding hero who is recently awoken from a long slumber. And look at him! He's a kitty! Your goal is to hunt down and get revenge on the 9 Souls, rulers of the Forsaken Realm. This game has got it all. Cyberpunk, Taoism, aliens, swords, and manga-style cutscenes. The whole thing is a beautiful hand-drawn 2D adventure, just waiting for you to unravel its mysteries. The official 9 Souls game is set to be released on May 29th, but you can also get the free demo version right now on Steam. Hooray! Last on our list of dust-like games is Last Time I Saw You. Ha! It's a hand-drawn 2D indie platformer developed by Maboroshi Artworks. Take a trip back to 1980s Japan as a young hero named Ayumi, whose hometown has fallen under a mysterious curse. Explore the neighboring haunted forest and confront the spirits so you can save your home! This game is filled with tons of beautiful scenery, interesting characters, gripping cutscenes, and fun side quests. As of this video, its release date hasn't been announced yet, but it's coming soon to Steam, PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, and the Nintendo Switch. And if you just can't wait, Last Time I Saw You's free demo is out on Steam too! Yay! Well, that about wraps up my list. I'm including links in the description below to the games I've mentioned today, so hey, maybe consider supporting some independent creators and playing some awesome games! And if there are any 2024 games that I didn't mention that you think are noteworthy, let me know in the comments! Subscribe, give that like button some love, and I'll see you next time! Bye!